This video was made possible by you. If you want to save time and support what I do, check the link in the description that will take you to my store where you can purchase the source file for what we're creating in this video, as well as other tutorials on my channel. Thank you for your support, and let's get back to the video. Alright, so you have an ad and you want to generate many different formats from that ad. In this video, I'm going to show you how quick and easy it can be using this Figma tool. This is the ad banner generator that I have created. Link is in the description. And here's what it can do. It takes your existing design and instantly transforms it into 21 different formats using components. Watch this. Headline change, boom, instantly changed across all the formats. Button change. Again, instantly updated. All the buttons now reflect the latest change we've made. I can also change the color of the button and anything else for that matter. Disable the shadow, and anything I do here will be updated across all these formats instantly. Now that you know how much time this can save, let's take a look at how we can take an existing ad and create all these formats using this tool. Here we have a design that I have created. It is not a part of the tool. If I were to split this, this is the actual tool and this is the design, right? So the first thing I'm gonna do, or one of the first things, is I'm gonna duplicate this product. I simply option and drag. Now I have a copy here, and I'm gonna do Command C, select this visual component, and then do Command V. So as you can see, we now have the product on all these different sizes. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to select the placeholder and I'm going to remove it. We don't need it anymore. Okay, so now there's some space left. So I'm going to use my K tool and scale it up a little bit, just so that we go almost all the way to the edges, right? Perfect. Then let's do the headline. What does it say? The font of this headline is Inter. So let me just reflect that. Let me do Inter. It's Inter now. Perfect. And let me do protect your tech in style. And it is now reflected on all the formats. Again, very easy, very quick. Next thing, I'm gonna turn off the rounding on this button. So let me just go for 0 actually, right? It's 0 now. And also let me select all these background elements. Let me press enter and then remove everything, right? No objects in the background. It's gonna simply be a black color. So let me just turn off the gradient and change this color to black, 0. Perfect. It now changed the background on all these sizes. Now let me just select Command and click this text and change the color to white. You can see it also updated everywhere. Perfect. Now let me do the description. Now let's do laptop. Let's do laptop compartment. Let's do water resistant. And let's do ergonomic straps. Let's make this also white and also Inter. All right. So it's now reflected on all of these designs. Now there are going to be some limitations, or rather, if we want to highly customize the design, we need to do some more work on these components. But let me just finish this very basic first iteration, and then let's move on to some modifications we can do to implement the design to the fullest extent possible. Now the next step would be simply changing the button color to white, then change the text of the button to black, and let's maybe add the arrow into the button. So let me just copy that from my design, Command V, Shift Enter actually, and let's do this and a little bit of this, right? So now all of our buttons have the arrow, which is nice. That was very quick and easy. And let's do Inter on these again. Inter, we got what? We got Inter semi-bold. That's going to be Inter semi-bold with no letter spacing, and it's going to say shop now. Shop now with a capital N, with a capital N. Okay, awesome. Of course, we want to also change the font of this to Inter so that we don't have Avenir. Oh, whoops, Inter, okay. And finally, let me also copy this brand, flip it. This is like the logo, right? This is a placeholder. This is a fake brand and everything. But I'm just going to take this, Command X, and paste it inside of the logo component. I'm going to drag it out so it takes the full size of the logo, and again remove the placeholder because we don't need it anymore. All right, so now we have brand everywhere, we have the button, we have the image everywhere, the headline, and so on and so forth. Also notice that in the background there are these two lines, so maybe I want to copy these and paste them in. Now, let me just paste them in to be somewhere around here, I think. So this looks pretty good. This, as you can see, we have three different types of backgrounds. We got landscape, portrait, and square. So I need to transform these into all the formats, right? Then let me do, again, duplicate, or actually, why don't I do Command C, select this variant, Command V. Whoops, again, this is challenging. Command C, select the square, Command V, and then let's just use the X controls to move these two lines. So they now should be visible in the square format. Okay, that's perfect. Let's just shrink this a little bit. All right, nice. And finally, let's do the portrait, paste. I'm just copying elements, right? That's all I'm doing right now. I'm just copying these two lines so we have them on all the backgrounds, right? So they are now on all the backgrounds. That's great. And maybe we want to reduce the opacity of this subheadline, right? So that the headline stands out. And maybe you can also notice that for some formats, this description doesn't really work. So what we can do, just a very quick fix for that would be creating another variant of this, right? Creating another variant of this description. And then let's just do, instead of having three lines, let's do one line that's like laptop compartment, comma, water dash resistant, ergonomic straps. All right. And now let's go to these formats, select the description and go variant 2. Now, of course, these are huge now, so we need to change the font size to 13. Okay. Let's do something similar. Let me actually select all of these just so you can really see how we can be the most efficient possible. Let's select this to variant 2. Yes, looks broken, but press enter and do 13 on the font size, and boom, there you go. Again, of course, here that requires even smaller fonts, and in the smallest sizes, even smaller fonts. This one here also requires smaller fonts. But the really, really great thing about this now is that even though we changed the font size, if I now want to change the text, let's go in here and let's go, instead of laptop, let's change that to tablet. Let's change that to tablet here. And as you can see, it reflects the changes. Tablet, 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 tablet. Of course, this still says laptop because that's the other variant, right? So let's change that to tablet. And now it's everywhere. Since the only thing we changed is the font size, all of these things remain. All right. And so now, in terms of the very basic design, for many people, this is going to work perfectly, right? You can now take these ads, you can select all of them, you can hit export 21 layers, right? And then you have all these formats. But maybe let's say you want to use this tool. By the way, again, link for this tool is in the description. Huge time saver. It's going to save you hours every time you use it. Definitely go and check out the link in the description right now. But let's say you want to customize a little bit, right? You want to adjust these for different sizes a little bit. Now, of course, you can absolutely do that. You can take the visual. You can, for example, let's say with this format, you can take the visual, move it outside of the headline and description auto layout, and then you can just press key and then just scale it up and move it somewhere else. And I can do that on any size with any object, right? The key thing here is that this tool did a lot of the heavy lifting for us, right? So we have all the headlines in place, all the descriptions in place, all the product images in place. And now we can just go format by format and we can just adjust this so that it's perfect to our liking, right? I can even duplicate this image so to have it twice in here, right? And still, if I don't break the link, still, if I make any changes, for example, flip it, it's still going to be reflected everywhere I have this object. So provided you don't break the connection, you can customize this to your liking. And as I said, the biggest strength of this tool is the heavy lifting, the hours you're going to save by just replacing all these things over and over. For example, here I can do, this logo is too big for this specific size. I can move it over here. Perfect. Let me do this. Boom. Let me align this to the right. Perfect. Nice. We got a great custom design just in a few seconds, right? So whenever you see anything in any format that is not perfect to your liking, you can change it. And you can create your own format. You can, for example, let's say I want a slightly different format than this, but in the around the similar value. So let's say this is going to be 130 by 260. So let me just say 130 by 260. The background, I'm going to take the background, drag it out to take the full width, height, and then I'm going to just play around with the placing of the elements. I can maybe change it however I'd like, change the size of the product. Again, super fast. And I have my own format, right? And since these are components, right? These are simply components. I can also do this. Let me change the background of the description so I can see better. I can create another variant of this description, right? Variant 3 of description. And look at what we have here. We do have some kind of icons within an auto layout. That's all great, but how can we actually implement this across our designs? So here's the thing I'm going to do, right? I'm going to make sure these are responsive so that when I scale them, they actually behave like this. And then I'm going to just do Command X, select the text, and Command Shift R to replace this. And then do fill container so that it fills the auto layout. Now this is variant 3. So now when I go, for example, here and change this to variant 3, you can see that it changes to this. I can then do again K tool, make it smaller, proper for this size. I can go variant 3 on this one as well. All right, this one looks definitely broken. So what I'm going to do, again, use the scale tool, K on my keyboard, shrink this to about this size, right? That looks approximately right. Switch to V, the move tool, and then drag this out. Boom, we fixed this, right? So as you can see, this is an incredibly flexible tool. I use this every time I create any ads for social media or for my clients, for Google Ads and online marketing. The biggest strength of this tool is its flexibility. First of all, you take what you have, you quickly place it there, boom, updates across all these instances, and then I can just customize. This is going to save me hours every day. So go check out the link. It's a one-time payment and just try and calculate how many hours this is going to save you every time you're creating a campaign. Then compare that to the price and ask yourself, is this worth it? I'm going to say that for the 99.9% of you, it is going to make actual financial sense to buy this tool. All right. So I'm not going to bore you with me customizing every single size, but I have shown you how to spread these onto all the formats. I have also shown you how to create additional variants of these objects in case it's not fitting for your use case, and how to actually edit them for any size. Maybe you want a bigger headline. Again, you can do that. Perfect. Maybe you want to go 14, right? So I have shown you how to do all of this. Now you're equipped with the knowledge to actually use this and to save time. So thanks for watching, guys. If you found this useful, I would appreciate you leaving a like, and I would also appreciate you checking the link in the description. If you have any questions as to how this tool works, what you can do with it, leave a comment below. And I believe this is a must-have for anyone who is designing and running ads for any product online. It's just gonna save you so much time that it's an absolute no-brainer. I actually created this one for myself and thought my subscribers might appreciate this one as well. And it actually turns out it's now the absolute best-selling product on my entire store. So for those of you who have already bought this, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. For those of you who don't, go check it out, and I will see you in the next one.